What is going on, everyone? So if you didn't see the KLab live stream tonight or today or whenever it is that you're watching this, I'm gonna kind of go over all the news for it. There was a lot of it, and including explaining the whole new guild missions. So I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna breeze by the first parts of it just because it's a long show, so we're going to try to get this as fast as possible. First of all, there's going to be a Bankai live stream at 2 p.m. Japan time on the 24th. For those of you watching, I live in Central Time in the US, and for me it's usually like at 6 a.m., like a 5:30 or 6 a.m. So if you live in California, the West Coast is probably like 4 a.m. If you live in the New York time or whatever it is, it's probably a little later. That said, that's how it was in the past. I don't know if that's how it's going to be this time. Moving on, there's also, I'm sure you guys already know this. I'm not going to cover this too much because you already know this is coming. Double chance for these. Then they're getting individual banners. Summon at your own risk. It is a double chance at first, so if you don't have some of these characters, it might be worth doing. I already have a lot of them, so I'm not going to go for it. There is the challenge, Soul Reaper challenge. Is a chance to get 100 orbs, 75 in the normal version, 25 in the hardcore nightmare mode. So 100 total plus the $30 million download tickets and the gold ticket and the rainbow accessory ticket. So that's always nice. New events, Ichigo's Truth. Give you a chance to get these characters. Nothing special. New character is going to be Gin. We all knew about that. We all knew Gin was going to be the next one. His soul trait is going to be normal attack damage and stamina recovery on new area, so it's going to be good for characters such as Yama or Yachiru Unohana. This is coming back because he screwed up this one thing. Don't worry about that. They summoned, he got Tsukishima, no big deal. Alright, 30 million down celebration round 2. We get an extra 150 orbs, which is nice. Seasonal characters like you just saw. This is going to be a thing. Pause the video if you want to read it. Sorry, like I said, it's just a lot of news. Let me see if it can go. Oh yeah, you can stream the samples of the music in the game on their site, so go check that out if you like the songs. It's a nice song. Okay, Guild Quest. Here's where it might get a little long because this was a lot of info to go through. I'm gonna try to cover all of it pretty quickly. Basically, we're going to get a chance. There's going to be a guild quest with enemies. It's going to be really different. The rules are going to be really weird. You only get 3 chances to do it per day. Your score gets taken for each of those, and the highest score that you score that day will then be transferred to your guild score. So they'll take the highest score you did that day and apply it to the whole guild. For example, if you get 0 in one, 50 in another, and 100 in the last one, they take the 100 one to go for the overall guild thing. You get individual rewards, but at the end of the week, they give you a reward for your guild, and it can be anything depending on how high you are for the guild. Well, if it's a little confusing, I'll try to clear it up as the video gets along. But like I said, you only get 3 times per day. They do not stack. If you only do it one time that day, the next day it'll go back up to 3. It's not going to be 5 because you didn't use the other 2. If you use up the 3 when you the next day, it's still only going to be 3. So you don't get, they don't stack. It's just 3 and you're done. Guild quests are similar. Yeah, it's just going to be like solo quests. Only they get harder over time. You also, I guess we'll get some of the other ones. If you quit, you will not get points. So even if you die early, you might as well stay with it because you get some sort of points. You only have 3 minutes to do it. You get a bonus if you finish it in those 3 minutes. If you do not, you don't get the bonus. But you know, it's like survival almost. And that there are rules to, there are rules to these that will change twice a week. There will be different rules, and they'll show a list of the rules right now. So I won't go over too much until we get there. So yeah, higher scores, enemy kills, damage taken, all these things are taken into effect with the scores. So you're gonna have to take. It's gonna be a little bit more. You're gonna have to kind of figure out what characters you want to take. Like if you want to go time based, if you think you're fast enough, you can take Yoruichi. She has the flash steps. You can get faster combos. You can take characters such as OG Stark. I don't recommend it, but you can take characters that rack up combos like crazy. You can get take the damage taken. You can take characters like Yachiru, which ones I'm sure we'll see a lot that have damage reduction, or characters that are healers or heal over time, which is also nice. But like I said, the better the rank, the better the reward. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it'll be similar to the PvP thing where you get a rank. It'll be like 1 to 3. If you go on the red one, you might get demoted. The green one, you might get promoted, and then it depends on where you are that you might get promotion or not. Let's see here. What else do we have? I think they were still going on with the live stream when I started this video, so it might be a little laggy. Let's see here. See how fast we can go here. Sorry for the long wait. Come on. Can I play it from here? Play. There we go. Okay. I don't want to cut this video down, so if I could play it, it'd be great. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it depends on how much you contribute that you'll get the scores. Now, I'll pause this for a little bit because they explain it, but they don't. It's all in Japanese, so I can't really. It's not really translated. So, here are the overall points. Here's how many tries you get per day. Obviously, most of this is very basic. The number 4 slot here is the same kind of thing that we had for the PvP for a while. If you get to, like I said, red is rank up. Purple, I guess, was demotion, right? And then green is safe zone. Number 7, I believe, is rewards. I think this one's go. Like number 9, I think, is go. It's a little tricky. You may have to go back to read that one, but I know that number 7 is rewards, and I think this is just to see the overall score. Hopefully we can get it here a little further. They show a lot of screenshots for this. So here's the screenshot of the ranking system. S is the highest. Once you get to S, obviously there's not going to be a promotion because that's as high as you can go. Depending on how high you are, that depends on the reward that you end up getting. So that's kind of obvious, but I think they show an S reward here in a bit. I think it's in the thumbnail of this video, but the S reward is basically the loot boxes you can get. It'll show that in a bit. Here are the rules that they can change. Like they said, they change twice a week. It can be anything from killer effect ×2, strong attack damage ×2. So if you have frenzy on a character, it could be like ×4. Affiliation, enemies affiliations change, attributes change, bonus characters, for example, if you it'll say, oh, it'll be a bonus if you use Yoroichi, and then anyone using Yoroichi will get bonus stats. So here's hoping they don't say Chad, because that might be a little tricky. But yeah, the rules change twice a week, which is nice. It'll keep things fresh. It'll be kind of nice to get new stuff per every few days, so that's going to be nice. I believe, let's see, there was a lot to cover. Okay, here's the solo quest. Here's what it looks like. It's kind of it's like a bigger area. It just looks a little bigger. I'm sure it's the same size as some of the other stages. But the time limit, the score that you have, the characters you have, like I said, you want to do everything before the time limit ends, but supposedly it's going to be pretty hard. So we'll just have to see what happens. Looks like this is, maybe you get a bonus for using power characters. Maybe that's why he has that. I don't really know. Here's what the end screen looks like. Points that you get. I assume these are like damage taken. Here's combo. So it's probably damage taken and all that stuff. You see a cone statue right here. It'll come up here in a bit, so I'll explain that. Assuming I can click the right spot. Oh, right here. So these here are shortcuts that you can take. They said that you can take the shortcuts to go to harder characters and make the quest end quicker. So so you can get the time bonus. The faster you beat it, the better. But you miss out on fighting enemies and miss out on the points that those enemies would give. So you kind of have to pick and choose what you want. You can either go for the route with more enemies that will give you more points because of those enemies, or you can go the route that'll beat it the faster and get more points because you beat it faster. So you have to pick and choose what it is you want. it depends on the player. Really, it largely depends on the player. If you think that you can't beat the tougher bosses, but you can beat a lot of the easier ones, you may want to go the easy route and, you know, kill as many characters as you can. But if you think if you think you can beat the bosses, but the other ones are just slowing you down and you can't do it all in time, then maybe go in the faster boss one. Let me see here. And you can read some of these slides. They have a lot of information as well. I think we're going to the cone thing. Or we should go to the cone thing. Let's see here. Okay, here's the cone thing. Basically, cones thing's a little bit tough. This is actually a very big deal, and I like this because this is going to bring a lot of different things to the game. There's a cone statue, happy statue, and a cone statue, sad statue. If you hit these, they can give you boosts, or they can give you status ailments and stuff. And you got to be very careful, because if you hit the boost one, yay, you know, you get your status increase, your attack increase, or defense increase, or something like that. If you hit the sad one, though, you can get status ailments for a certain amount of times. You can get attack debuff for a certain amount of time. You can get, you know, whatever for a certain amount of time. This will actually make the orb, I don't remember the spirit orb, I think, accessory that nobody ever uses. It might make it viable, because a lot of characters have strong attacks that are full screen, and you might end up accidentally hitting one of these that you do not want to. So if you have characters such as, they gave the example of Manga Toshiro, but really most characters these days with strong attacks 3s that are full screen, well, you'll have the same problem. So maybe try to bring in that character, or, you know, try to just aim away. But yeah, those are basically what the cone statues are. I don't know if there was too much more info after this. Yeah, that sums things up. The highest score help the other guild members. Prepare your team according to the rules. The higher the rank, the better the rewards. And then stuff like that. I don't know if they show the loot boxes. I know they showed the loot boxes. I just don't know if they showed... If I skipped them already. I guess I have. It'll take me forever to find them. But basically the loot boxes, you get a loot box at the end of the week, I think. I can't remember exactly the rules in the loot box, but you get one at the end of the week, and they can contain anything. What they showed was the level S loot box was a super editing brush. So that's the kind of thing you can get. Hopefully there's 5-star tickets. I doubt it. If there is, it's probably extremely rare, but who knows. Here's what's planned for the 23rd, because they're going to have the Bankai live stream, and they always do something for us because they're so kind. We get the Cones Mega Bonanza, which is nice. Co-op Brawl, which is really pointless. It's just fun, but it's kind of pointless. And Ichigo's Challenge. Now, I'll probably play the video for Ichigo's Challenge because it's kind of crazy. It's basically a super... Here we go. It's basically a super long, seriously long co-op challenge, probably, because it's... Look at how much health this Ichigo has. Okay, they're going to show the video. I'll try to turn it down a little bit. There you go. It's kind of crazy. Look how much stronger... Look, they have... Also lower the thing down. They have Mayuri, who's a poison, strong attack character. Kenpachi, who's also strong attack, frenzy. Highest, like really high SP. Nanao, who's also damage reduction, but also... She doesn't have frenzy, I don't think, but she's also high SP. And his HP is like barely going down. It's a ridiculous quest that I am so excited to do, and I can't wait to see what kind of rewards we get from this. But they did say that that it's not just strong attacks, he also moves around, although we only saw those strong attack boss moves, so who knows what that's gonna be. But here are the loot boxes. But yeah, here are the loot boxes. You can see, I don't know if it's like rank 1 out of 30, and that's the loot box you get for being rank 1 out of 30, and there's only 30 spots in S rank. I don't know, it doesn't translate, but yeah, that's the kind of thing we can expect. I assume the lower guilds won't get something as great as this, or even a regular one, maybe just the Hogyoku, which would suck because they're so common. But I don't know, maybe we can get something like 5 gold tickets or something. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for this video. Sorry I went on for a little longer. Sorry for the little glitch at the middle of the video where nothing showed up. Hopefully this helped if you didn't watch the Game Station. I know a lot of people don't have time because it airs late. It's actually midnight right now, so you know I should be going to sleep. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Take care.